Alaska, so she should stay there? What was your reaction to that?
Well, you know, I mean, I love Barbara Bush because I think she's one of those people who just says it as she feels it. I don't always agree with her. And in that case, I didn't agree with her, but I respect her. I love her as a person, and I think she's been a magnificent mother. She was a wonderful first lady, so I'm not going to be critical of her. She's kind of earned her right to speak her mind, and she did, and may not be mine, but that's hers, and she said it, and it's done.
What about then you had George Herbert Walker Bush saying, well, Romney's kind of, I think he'd be a good president. It just seemed odd that Romney would be showcased by the Bushes, and then they'd try to, kind of cut Palin's legs out from under her. I mean, you didn't get mentioned in this conversation, but you might have.
Well, I'm probably glad that I did not, because I doubt I would have been a favorable mention. I love President Bush 41. I think he was one of the most classy individuals ever. Served this country magnificently in many, many roles, primarily as a young and very courageous soldier and airman who fought. But
Governor, you're being kind, and this is why you're a politician and I'm not.
Laura, the Bushes never supported me, and I know that they did not want me to be president. That's very obvious. I'm not one that has ever been favored by the establishment Republicans. I never will be. I get that. But just because they don't speak highly of me doesn't mean that I need to speak poorly of them. It just doesn't do any good. So, my attitude is I am who I am. I say what I say. A lot of times it makes people mad. That's fine. I'm a big boy. I, took a lot of blows in Arkansas in a state that was 90% Democrat when I became governor. So, that's life.
Well, and what I like is that it's like, and I say this, I like President Clinton. You guys lived in America. Okay, America. You didn't just live in metropolitan areas and grow up from Cambridge to Chicago to Honolulu to, you actually lived in the United States. And what I don't like, and we don't have to make it personal, what I don't like is when a few people think they can sit in a room as a Republican elites and decide who's going to be the next president of the United States. And I think that might be what's going on.
Oh, it is what's going on. There's no doubt about it, and it's why that I've never been one that was on their radar screen, because I grew up in a small southern town, a very tiny little town. I didn't go to the right schools. I went to a small Christian university, but I would take my education and put it up against anybody's. Every time I've had an opponent from Harvard, I feel like I bested him in a debate. It always kind of gave me a thrill to feel like that I was as intellectually capable as any of the people that I stood on this stage with. And this whole idea that somehow I'm not capable because I grew up duck hunting and deer hunting as opposed to, maybe riding on the side of the saddle, I'm sorry, but I feel like that I represent a real part of America. High school, I'm the first male in my entire family lineage to do so. But I love this country because I know what it has meant to me. Doesn't mean they love it less. But don't somehow disqualify me because I haven't been to Harvard or I didn't somehow grow up in the toniest schools on the East Coast and end up traveling to Europe every summer.
I love this. Well, I think this is the debate that we need to have. And Governor Huckabee, I'm thrilled that you were on. Thank you so much.